Okay, we just started broadcasting. So, are you guys all ready to go start the quiz now?
Anybody have any more questions about the preparation assignment?
Let me double check and see if I don't have any more questions. Um,
Or anything that you're struggling with?
I know I'm going to be going back and reading it again.
How would you do 6C? How did you do 6C?
so for 6C, that was talking about the 10th percentile, right?
Yep.
I took that 10% and changed it into a decimal, so 0.1.
Yep.
And then I plugged that into, that was the area of that applet. So 0.1 was the area. It shot out a z-score of 1.282.
Yep.
And then I plugged that back, all that information into the formula for the z-score. So I had the z-score was 1.282 equals x, the variable, and then the mean was 150.8, and the standard deviation was 8.8.
8.8. Okay.
And then just solved for x. So I basically took 1.282, multiplied it by 8.8.
Yep.
And then I added 150.8, and that gave me 162.08. So I guess in theory, if you were to score 162.08 on this test they're talking about, then you would be
In the top 10.
towards the top 10% of that class's score. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
How about you, Brandon?
Yeah, I'm going to be looking at the videos and reading it again tonight.
Okay, yeah, no problem. Yeah, like I said, for me, if I did everything almost everything that I can think of. I did everything with that applet thing they gave us, and that the z-score formula pretty much for everything.
Oh yeah.
Playing around with those, I pretty much got all my answers. So.
Okay.
Okay, does everybody have their quiz open?
Yes. Let's see.
Yeah. I'm just rechecking my formulas before I start plugging stuff in.
Yeah, I'll take the first two questions.
That's
all right.
mine.
Done. That was easy.
Let's hope you get 100% for them.
Let's see. Okay, so you guys all ready for question 3?
Yeah, just built my formula.
It says, so it says the total area under a normal distribution curve must equal, it's got to equal 1, right?
Yeah.
One.
Yeah.
Once again, I took a hard one for the team there. Pat myself on the back.
Yeah.
On to question 4.
Okay.
Under certain circumstances, a normal distribution curve can drop below the x-axis. That's false,
Correct.
right?
True.
Right.
Yep. False.
No, I'm saying his answer's true.
Oh, yeah, true.
All right. It's true that the answer is false.
That's like, you want me to turn left, right?
Now
Right.
I'll do the next one. A normal distribution curve is symmetric. That's true, right?
That is
Yep.
true.
Correct.
Yeah, here we get into the good ones.
Right.
All right. So which of the following elements of the figure represent the z-score? And that would be C.
Yeah.
Put our z-score or look for our z-score.
Now, on that one, if they had, if the letter A had only been pointing towards Oh no, never mind. Right.
Yeah,
Right,
at the
never
bottom
mind.
of the z-scores.
Just
You would have been the area or the percentile. Yeah. Which of the following elements of the figures represented the probability of the z-score will be greater than 1,000? Greater than 1.
See, which of the following elements of the figure represent the probability?
Greater than 1 would be B.
Of course.
Because
Oh,
one's
right.
there's z-scores right there. Do you guys agree with that? Because I'm making sure.
I do too.
Yeah.
At first, I was thinking about the area of the whole thing equaling 1, and I was thinking, how can it be more than 1? But
Yeah.
That's B.
that makes sense.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I just hate it that scrolling with like this little big. You got to scroll back up to the graph.
All right. I'll take number 8. According to the 68, 95, 99.7 rule, what percentage of the data from a bell-shaped distribution will be within 1 standard deviation of the mean? Write your answer as a percentage such as 42 rather than a proportion such as 0.42. So that would be 68, right?
Yep.
That's correct. In standard deviation.
Is that 6.8 or 0.68?
6.8. Ah, ha, ha.
Okay, let's all do this and see if we all come up with the same answer.
All right.
We're doing it right.
Okay,
Question 9.
Yeah.
Suppose the z-score comes from a standard normal distribution. Use the normal probability.
Suppose that the z-scores come from standard distribution.
Okay, did everybody get your...
Hold on 1 second. Saying.
Hold on.
Okay, I'm ready. You guys ready?
No, hold on.
All right, let's...
I just clicked, man. Yeah, I know I've got my answer, but it's wrong.
I don't think... we'll see. Brandon, you got your applet?
I got 0.683.
That's what I
correct.
got.
That's
You
what I
did?
got.
Really?
You did it.
What'd you get, Peter?
No, I didn't get that. I got
Okay, so-
0.3173.
No, you got to shade the middle part blue. And
Oh,
then
I
make
shaded
sure
the
that
two
you have
outer ones.
1.0. No, you want the middle part. Because that's all within 1 standard deviation.
So your z-score's 1.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yep.
And you shade the middle part, and it's okay. I shaded the 2 outer parts. So do we put
So what'd you come up with?
0.6827?
That's correct. And then you round up the 2 to 3, so it's 0.683.
Yeah. Okay. So it says there, what portion of the score will be between 1? Okay, 1 and -1. Idiots.
Okay, question 10. Suppose that z-scores. Okay, so same thing, only now we change our z-score to 2.
Let's see if I can get this one right.
And of course, surprise, surprise, it's, you know, looking just like that 68, 95, 99.7 rule, you know.
Oh, yeah. That makes
But
sense.
it's interesting that it's, they're off by a few, like, hundredths and thousandths of a fraction there. Like, if you go and put,
Yeah, but I think they rounded up, eh?
Otherwise,
If you go-
that rule would be hard to remember. If it was 68 point blah, 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 98.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they just rounded up. That's all they're doing. The 5, the 4, and the 5.
Yeah. So that's how you know on that question 10 is 0.955.
Yeah.
Because that would round up to
96.
96.
Huh.
Okay, let's try the next one. 3. Oh, okay, but I get what they're doing. Just trying to make a point,
997.
drilling it into our head. Okay, so 0.997, eh? For question 11.
Then 12 is easy. It's like
I'll do question 12.
points.
Look carefully at your answer to the last 3 questions. What do you observe? 66, 68, 95, 97.3. Boo. That's a real easy one. Okay.
And I guess in the real world, you're most likely not going to be worrying about that, 1,000th of a percent or whatever it is. So I guess that's why it's safe to just round things.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Question
here's a
13
good
looks
one.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we have to use this thing for the next 6 questions.
Goodness gracious.
Right.
Each day. Okay, so
Um,
0.68.
yeah,
That's
amount of
right.
protein.
Put this 0.65.
Okay, so
Standard deviation is 0.07. Is that right?
So it looks like the protein that must be consumed each day per kilogram of body weight
Yeah.
is basically our X.
Yeah.
And then the 0.65 is going to be our mean.
Hold on. 0.65 is X, isn't it?
No, 0.65 is your mean. It says the population mean protein
Mean.
requirement.
That's
And then the
it.
standard deviation is 0.07. So we've got our information. And this may become where that Excel formula comes in. Peter.
Yeah. And the mean was 0.65, and the standard deviation 0.07. And the variable on the first one is 0.6.
0.6.
Yeah. So what does everyone have as your answer?
So observed value is 0.6. Mean 0.65. Standard deviation 0.07. Are we coming up with the z-score, which I get negative
I'm going-
0.714?
Yeah, that's another question I have. With the whole negative, why are we worried about a negative versus a positive?
You don't.
It's on-
It's just
You've got
minimum
your
and
mean.
maximum.
Yeah, you've got your mean. This sits right in the middle. So your negatives are going to be to the left of the mean, all your answers lower than the mean are going to be to the left and negative, and all your answers higher than the mean are going to be to the right and positive.
That makes sense.
So this one is negative
0.714.
So let me-
0.714.
Let me look at
Do we
that.
have to write negative on there for our answer?
Let me see. The proportion of the population is less than 0.6. Yep. And so, yep, we would put negative point. Is that what you got, Peter?
Yeah, that's what I got, but I'm just wondering if you have to put the negative in there.
Yes, I would say yes, because you're lower than the mean. Your mean is 0.65. And so we're looking at something that's 0.6. So our z-score is going to be the left z-score, not the right z-score.
Yeah, I get that, but the question says what proportion of the population? So I'm saying
Oh.
minus 0.714.
Oh, wait, proportion.
So it's
Proportion. Protein requirement. Oh, wait. So are we supposed to give the middle? Okay, wait. So if we put in negative. Oh, we got to put that into z-score. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We put the z-score in the probability thing, which is negative 0.0714. Negative point.
And then shade both sides off to the left.
Yeah, to the left of the mean.
And it's given me an area of 0.7624, so 76% of the population.
Well, you only want
0.2376.
No, let me see. Negative 0.714. If the mean is 0.65, it's going to be in the middle, correct?
Let's see. Well, I wonder if we could take. I wonder if we would take. If we just shade the middle area in between negative 0.714 and positive, would we want to cut that in half? Take half of that and then add it to the rest of the negative z-score?
Hold on.
This one for a second.
So this is the way I understood it. We put in the z-score, which is where the first line is. They want everything below that. That's the way I work it out. So it's the area is it's 0.2376.
So yeah, point.
Because if you look if you put the 0.714 in it, look where the red line is. It's pretty much on 0.714. You select the area to the left of it, it gives you 0.2376. Or am I understanding that question wrong?
Yeah, and we're supposed to do 3 places, so we have to round up.
Yeah.
So 0.238. So 23.8% of the population have a protein requirement that is less than 0.6. Does that sound right to you guys? Well, it doesn't mean that it's 50%. It's just from the mean.
What did you get? What answer did you get?
I believe I agree with the 0.238 portion of the population. So 23.8%. 0.238. .6.
Okay, well, we know we've got 4 tries to get the answer right. Submit one at a time.
If we're working out the solution correctly, using that Excel formula, and then putting in the standard, the z-score, and then shading it.
So you guys are only shading the very far, the negative area further past, lower than the 0.714, the negative 0.714.
Yeah,
because that's
not
where
the other 2.
That's where the 0.6 is to the left.
Yeah, and the next question will shade the other 2 areas because that's going to be above it.
Okay, so let's put what proportion of the population have a protein requirement that is more than 0.6? Okay, you're right. So go back to that graph, then you click there, and you click there.
And then you add them together, and you're at 1.
Yeah, 0.762. Is that what everyone's got? Does everyone know how to get to that?
Yes, sir.
Was it 0.762?
Yep, that's it.
Because that I get to 1. Okay.
0.762. Okay, so that's because we shaded the middle and the right one.
So now we change our observed value to 0.7.
Okay, put that back in my formula.
It comes to 0.714, and you put that in on the right side.
0.7 is your variable, eh?
That's what that's what I already have in for my z-score.
286.
Less. So then we do the two left ones. 7624.
So let's see. Hold on.
Oh, is this a trick question?
I gotta read this again because this looks funny.
It is.
What portion of the population has
Trying to make us think.
protein requirement?
So it should be the same answer as 14. Because if you think about it, with the mean being 0.65, and our first one was 60, that's only 5 below the mean, and this one's only 5 above the mean. And so when we shade those left two sides, it's going to be same answer.
I agree.
What portion of the population? Okay, so my answer is 0.2376.
Nope. Read the question. It says, what proportion of the population have a protein requirement that is less than 0.7? So you shade the left two parts. Not higher than 0.7, but below it. So if you shade the two parts after putting in your z-score, you come up with 0.7624.
Why would you shade the two parts?
Because you're less than.
And because this one's a positive score and the other one was a negative score. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, remember when we were at 0.6, we were seeing what was higher than 0.6, and it ended up being 0.762. So that was everything to the right of that one. This one's the same exact thing, only on the positive side, and we're checking everything to the left of that curve, or left of that z-score.
So you're including the middle in that?
Yep, because that's to the left of 0.7.
So then we've got question 13 wrong.
No, question 13 was what proportion of the population have a protein requirement that is less than 0.6. So that would be like taking this 0.7 and saying what's more than 0.7. That'd be that little part to the right. The less than 0.6 was that little part to the left, only to the left slope, not the middle part. Because the middle part's greater than 0.6. Does that make sense?
No. Okay, I get it. No, hold on. Then, so I've got a problem between question 1 and this one then. Oh, sorry, not question 1. Question 13 and this one. Because question 13, we worked out the z-score. We plugged in the z-score, and then we took just the far left portion of it to get the area. So let's look at question. So you agree that was right?
You gotta pay attention to what the questions are asking. More than or less than?
Yeah. So question 15 says less than.
That's right. So you put in when you went and put in your information,
and question 13
0.7
less than as well.
Yes, but then we were going to the left. 0.6 is to the left of the mean, so it's on the left-hand side. And so you're going less than the left-hand side. You're just choosing that small little curve. Here, let me share my screen for a second. Just so I can help you, or let's see, screen share. Application window. Okay. So when we put in the z-score, the very first one we put in was negative 0.714.
Correct.
And this is 0.6 right here. This one's 0.7. Right in the middle is 0.65. That's your mean. And so we're going less than. It's over here. So 0.6 less than 0.6 is this, and that gives us 0.2376. More than 0.6 is everything over here, and that's 0.7624.
I agree with that. Yeah, that's fine.
Now we're over here at 0.7, and it's still the same z-score, only positive. This is 0.7. Now we want less than. It comes up with the same 0.7624. Does that sound right to everybody?
Yeah, so here's, hold on a second.
I think I need a few minutes to think about it.
Yeah. Okay, so this is the way I'm understanding it. Is when we put in a variable of 0.6, the z-score was negative 0.71.
Yep,
okay?
negative.
Yeah, so when we put in a variable of 0.7, it's positive 0.714. And that's why you're saying
Yep,
we should be on the positive side and working it that way. Okay.
Yep, we're on the right side.
Okay.
And you always gotta remember where your mean is. Are you working to the right of the mean, or you're working to the left of the mean? So whether you're dealing with negative numbers or you're dealing with positive numbers.
Okay. Okay, so our
it's that standard deviation.
So our answer is 0.762.
Let's see, where'd my quiz go?
Ron, is that what you say?
I don't know, your speaker's kind of cutting out, your microphone or something.
No, it's your
Or
headphones.
is it just me?
It sounded good to me. The answer and his volume as well.
All right, maybe mine's going out. So he sounds good to you?
Everybody sounds good to me. As far as
Okay,
your
you just cut out
microphones.
on.
Yeah,
turn mine off.
your speakers have gone off. The blue light, you might have run out of battery or disconnected. That's why you can't replace the good old cord. So Ron, what was your answer? Can Ron not hear us?
Ask your question.
He was asking Ron.
All right, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yep, we can hear you.
Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Can you hear me? Okay, I can't hear you.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh. This is going to be fun.
Looks like your phone's connecting because it's flashing. I mean, it's gone off now. I guess Ron can't hear us.
Huh. Yeah, honestly, I think I'm going to spend some more time thinking about what he was talking about and things. I don't know. It sounds like it works for me, but I just need to get it right inside my brain there.
I guess once we answer it, we'll find out if we're right. Because the only reason I can think of that his description's right to use two of them is because it's a positive number versus a negative number, or positive z-score versus a negative z-score.
Right.
Okay. What are we going to do about the next one? Is Ron still trying to work out?
All right. So question 16.
Brandon, are you still with us?
I'm still here.
What's that?
Yeah, I'm still here. Go ahead.
So question 16, find the probability that a random selected person will have a protein requirement between 0.6 and 0.7 grams of protein per kilogram. So
yeah,
it says, hint, remember to find the area in between the two values.
Yeah, so it's just the middle section.
Okay, so
I got 0.525.
What did you put in as a z-score? Let's see.
I left it the same as it was. The z-score was 0.714.
7.714. Okay, so the area in between is 0.5248 or 0.525.
That's right.
Okay. Okay.
Find the 35th percentile for the protein requirements for adults. Round your answer to 3 decimals. 35th percentile.
Okay, so if you go back to that applet and just put in the area up top, 0.35, that spits out your z-score.
Is it as easy as that?
Let's see. That's what I was doing. Well, let's see. So then you have to make sure to shade the right areas too.
35%.
Let's see. Hold on. Let me read the question again. Let's see. So for the 35th percentile, we want everything in the middle and everything below, right?
Oh no.
So I'm thinking 0.35, enter.
I just want to go back to my notes quickly.
Huh.
Hold on.
Huh. It's interesting. If you put in 0.5 for the area, it has a 0. I guess that would be the mean, huh?
Yeah, I'm just trying to find in the how to work out the percentile.
Right. Okay.
I didn't write the down. Okay. So it says a percentile is a number, blah blah blah. For example, the 25th percentile is the number in the data that is set is greater to or less than 25% of all the values of the data.
So are you guys, just so you know, I'm flying blind, or I guess deaf. I can't hear anything. I haven't had any sound for a while. So have you guys done 16 and 17?
No, look at your cell phone. What number have we done?
No, I can't hear you.
We're working on number 17.
Okay, so that was the one in my homework assignment that I had a problem with. So let me see, I'm 17 now.
Did you talk
That's
to him
the one
or
I'm
can
on.
he
I
hear
got
us?
16. I got 0.525 for 16. So you guys got?
For 16.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. All right. So 17, find the 35th percentile. And that was the one where you take the z-score times the standard deviation and the x minus the mean.
Oh, that's the other formula.
And you add the mean to the what you get for the z-score and all that. So that you take the x minus the mean and whatever that answer is. But the x ends up being the mean to the standard deviation times the z-score. I think that's how I figured that one out. There's a formula in the math thing.
Let's try this. I have no clue how to work this one out.
I'm kind of going, I've been kind of second guessing myself now that since we were having troubles with 13, 14, and 15, I'm not quite as confident as I was initially.
Nothing like us to build confidence.
Right.
Yeah, so
So-
let me just read you.
Not to mention, it's weird, I'm just thinking right now.
Solving for x. Okay. So to work out the 25th percentile, we solve for x.
So what I'm looking at right now, so question, so when they say that you're in the 10th percentile or the 35th percentile, they're talking about the upper percentile of like a course, like a class, right? Like if everyone took, so wouldn't we just have to shade, if you go to that applet and just shade the most positive area above the z-score and then put in the area 0.35, that gives you a z-score of 0.385. 0.385. And then I'm thinking I would solve for x.
So
By multiplying by 0.65. Oops, sorry. Multiplying by 0.07 and adding 0.65. So for that answer, I got the x would equal 0.67695, and if you round it, 0.677. So because the average, or the mean I should say, is 0.65 grams that somebody would need per day, if you're above that average, because you're in the upper 35th percentile, then you would be taking in 0.6.
No. The 35th percentile is going to be way below the mean. The 35th percentile means is below 50%. It's way below. Not the top 35%. It's the bottom 35%.
The bottom, huh? Okay.
Yeah. Like the first quartile is the 25 percentile. So it's everything below 25% below. So 35% is everything below that.
Ron, I was going to say mute your screen, and then I'll put you on speaker here.
Ah, that'll work.
So I'm wondering then,
I think we had to do this before on some of my Google emails.
Can everyone hear Ron?
Yep.
yeah.
Okay, so Ron, we're back. You're going to have to turn off your... You have to
Yeah, hold on just a second. I'm going to turn off my mic. Oh, wait. All right. Can you no longer hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, you can still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mute your computer.
I don't have any sound, but I can't turn off the mic.
I'm talking about on your screen. So go over your screen, and you'll see at the top a thing appear. Click on the microphone.
There you go. Oh. There we go. There we go.
Can anyone hear him now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you've got to do it on your, there's a screen, you see on your screen, you'll see the microphone at the top.
Ah,
Click that on. No, we haven't done it. I see still. Oh, there we go. Okay, that should work.
All right.
Okay, talk to the phone, Ron. Ron, can you hear me? Huh?
All right, I got everything good now. Speaker on.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Can you put your phone on speaker?
Yeah, I've got mine.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so we're battling on question 17.
Right.
All right.
We're not quite sure what to do.
Okay, let me work on something for a second. I was working on it. These totals 0.385.
And then, so Brandon, I guess I was shading the upper the upper area. So I guess if I shade the lower area, it's going to have the same Z-score. But I guess I'm wondering if I should be shading the middle area too when I put that in. But when I do it, it doesn't want to. It doesn't act how I think it should act. Like when I shade the middle area as well, then it gives me a 0.6499 for the percentile. So to bring you up to speed, what I was thinking initially, which I think I'm not sure if it's right or not, Ron, I was, for a question like 17, I was taking the 35th percentile and just making it to a decimal, so 0.35, and then punching that number into the area on the probability applet. And then you have us selecting, initially I was selecting the upper side of the graph there, but I guess I don't really understand the percentile, or I have it kind of flipped around backwards in my mind. So if let's say on a test, let's say that I scored with the 35th percentile, that means, Brandon, you're saying that would mean that 35% of people scored better than I did?
No, you scored better than 35% of the lowest people.
Yes.
Okay.
60 work better than you.
So 65% scored better than you, right?
Oh, so that's not a good thing.
No.
Okay. Well, it actually ends up being the same. In this particular situation, it looks like it ends up being the same Z-score of 0.385. I think I was just thinking about it all backwards. So, what do you guys think?
So, let me see. 6.5. So what I get for this, okay, this is the one that I talked with Peter about on the homework assignment, number 18, trying to figure out the formula for that. And like I said, I came up with the Z-score of negative 0.385. And so you take the Z-score and you multiply it by the standard deviation. And so with that, you take negative 0.02, and then you add the mean to that, which would give you 0.3. So I think it's the question is, check it right.
So is the formula Z times A plus U. So it's 0.71429 times A, which is the mean, 0.65 plus the standard. No, what is U? U is the U is the mean. Oh, I got this wrong now. That is the standard deviation to 0.07 plus U. What is U? U is the mean. 0.65. So is it 0.6 the answer?
I got 0.63.
Okay, so I took the. Did you round up your Z number?
No.
So I used Z, which is negative 0. Oh, did you plus or minus?
I took negative because it's 35
Yeah.
percentile.
Okay, I used that. So I used negative 0.71429.
Oh wait, do that again.
So it's negative 0.71429.
Like, where did you get that from?
I thought that was my, unless I've stuffed up my Z-score. So,
I had negative 0.385 for a Z-score.
so the variable,
Maybe I messed up.
so the variable is 0.6. Is that not right? The mean is 0.6.
You're right. Standard deviation 0.65. Yeah, I think I had. Maybe I had.
Okay, so what variable did you use?
I used the normal probability applet.
Oh, I didn't use the applet. I used the formula.
Okay.
But I don't know if I should be using the formula.
Good to that.
Are we still on problem 17?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still on 17.
Okay, so run through real quick what you guys are thinking, because I think I'm a bit lost with the different numbers you're talking about.
What I did is I took the Z number formula.
Okay.
So I substituted Z with minus 0.71429. I don't have X. The mean was obviously 0.65, and the standard deviation was 0.07.
Okay.
So I just reformulated it to get the formula that I need. And the formula I got was the Z number would be that the variable is equal to Z times the standard deviation plus the mean. And I got 0.6. So I don't even know if that's right, if I should be using that formula to get this.
And where did you say you got the Z number of that? You said the Z number was negative 0.71429.
Yeah.
Where did you get that from, you said?
That's when I used the variable of 0.6 from further up. Let me just make sure I haven't screwed this up. So like question 14. Oh, hold on. What have I done here? 0.6. Okay, so this is what I did. I took, so to work out the Z number,
It look at in the math book, section 3.4, calculating percentiles using normal distribution.
Yeah, that's
This is
where I
the
was.
formula that is that the one you used?
Yeah,
What chapter was that?
but I didn't do what it told me to do. Yeah, I probably should have. Oh, hold on. Is that? Oh, I worked out the formulation wrong then. Z. Oh no, that's right. I did do that. That's exactly what I did. So Z.
Yeah. So if you go and put in the normal, or if you put in the percentile, so up in this formula, the first thing you do is put in the percentile up in the area. So if I put in the percentile in the applet, and I put in 0.35, which is 35th percentile, I come up with a z-score of negative 0.385.
Okay, so I didn't do that. I used the z-score from further up, from the from what question was it? I used the z-score from question 13.
Yeah, this is the formula, the normal,
Okay.
or the calculating percentile. So we're looking for the percentile, and the percentile is x, because we don't know that.
Yeah.
And so when you put in,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking myself. At least by entering the 0.35 into the area there, and then when I calculated that out, I got for the x, I should say, I solved for that. I got 0.67695, and then I rounded it to 0.677.
I just changed my Z number and I got 0.645.
Let me try that again for myself here.
What'd you get, Peter?
0.645.
So I see negative 385.
So I'm screwing up this
X
time.
minus the mean.
No, hold on.
Then, in order to get rid of the standard deviation, you have to multiply those sides by it.
So here's a question for you.
That's where I messed up.
So when you guys put 35 in the top, 0.35, what does it give you as a Z-score?
0.385.
You see, mine's not, maybe I have to select an area.
Well, yeah, it depends on the area that you select too. Because if you select,
Okay, I screwed up on my, yes, I'm useless. Okay, hold on, let me try this Z-score.
0.385
hey Ron,
Yes.
what were you getting?
Hold on, I'm working it out.
So Ryan, I think I got the same as you. Ryan, what did you get? 0.623.
No, when I take that 0.385 for the Z-score, multiply it by 0.07,
Yeah.
and then add 0.65, the mean,
Yeah, that's what I did.
I got 0.67695.
Yeah, so someone's formulated, someone's. So,
So 0.677?
no,
Yeah, when I rounded it, it was 0.677.
so you took minus 3.3, minus 0.385 times 0.07 plus 0.65.
Uh-huh.
Okay, will you re-add yours up and I'll re-add mine? Because I've done the same thing and I've got 0.623.
And you know what? I didn't put the negative on it.
Oh, I put negative because it's left.
Right. Okay, let me try that.
Times 0.65 equals 0.0175.
Okay. So yeah, that changed it for me too, back to 0.62305.
Yeah, that's what I-
What did everybody get?
Well, we don't know if we're right, but we've got 0.623.
Yeah, that makes sense, Peter. So, Ron, what you and I were doing before is we didn't make the z-score negative when we started doing the formulation. We just had 0.385 instead of negative 0.385. So that makes sense. And actually, that would be 0.6. Let's see.
I'm getting 0.623.
Yep, 0.623.
Okay, let's go with that.
We all have the same score.
Looks like it.
Okay, so question 18.
Yeah. Find the 80th.
So the 80th.
So let's quickly, so that'll be to the right.
See, what's interesting to me here, when I put in on that probability applet 0.80, it lets me shade the middle section and the lower section.
Yeah, that's what mine did. Well, mine did the middle and the top.
That's, remember, the 80th is where the 80th is that far right, left, right red line. That everything to the left of that is up to the 80th percent. That includes the 80th percentile. Everything above the 80th is going to be to the right of that.
Right. And you know, I noticed at one point I was messing around with it, and I put in 50 percentile, 0.5, and that brought the z-scores all the way down to the middle, because that's the exact middle of everything. So that kind of makes sense now to me. So the question.
All right, I got 0.709. I round.
So explain this to me again, just because now I'm totally confused. If you're in the 80th percentile,
Yeah, 80th percentile is that the right red line.
yeah, but does that mean you're
up to?
does that mean you're in the top 20%?
No, you're in the top 80th. You're in the 80%. The top 20 would be everybody to the right of that. Don't shade. Yeah, the top 20 percentile is everything above the 80th. But if you're, remember, just thinking to the left, 10th goes all the way up to the 100th. So the 10th percentile is going to be far left. 90th percentile is going to be far right. And we're dealing with the 80th percentile.
So it's kind of like is the glass half empty or is the glass half full kind of thing? You know, if you're looking at what percentage, if you scored at 80% in the 80th percentile, then you did as good as or better than the people below you, 80% of the people below you. And so that's what we're shading. So yes, there's 20% of people that did better than you, but you're not talking about that because that's not part of you. You did the 80%. So since we're talking about grams of protein or something like that here, I got, my answer was 0.709 after I rounded. Is that what you guys got?
Yep.
That's what I got.
Okay.
Now, since I was kind of messed up with all this and sound, if you guys are ready, I'll submit my quiz first.
Well, read your answers to us first so we can make sure we've all got the...
That's a good idea.
I'm going to let you read them because everybody can hear you.
Okay, so I've got true, 1, false, true.
Where are you
C.
at?
I was on question 6 then. Yeah, let me start again. Question. Let me start again. Question 1 is true. Question 2 is true. Question 3 is 1. Question 4 is false. Question 5 is true. Question 6 is C. Question 7 is B. Question 8 is 68. Question 9 is 0.683. Question 10 is 0.955. Question 11 is 0.997. Question 12 is 68, 95, 99.7 rule. Question 13 is 0.238. Question 14 is 0.762. Question 15 is 0.762. Have I stuffed that up?
Sounded good to me.
Okay. Question 16 is 0.525. Question 17 is 0.623. And question 18 is 0.709.
That's what I got.
Okay. I'm banking on 10 out of 18. Let's see. So to you, Ron.
Okay. Submitting quiz. Question 1, correct. Question 2, correct. Question 3, correct. Question 4, correct. Question 5, correct. Question 6, correct. Question 7, correct. 8, correct. 9, correct. 10, correct. 11, correct. 12, correct. 13, correct. 14, correct. 15, correct. 16, correct. And 17 and 18, the ones we had the most trouble with, correct.
Oh, wow.
100%.
Okay.
Good job.
Right. Yeah.
Good work.
Good job, guys.
Let's see if I can get the homework right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and rethink my little pretest, my little practice thing for the homework before I.
I'm gonna read everything again, watch all the videos again. That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. Well, the problem is you've only got like 2 hours. No, you've got 2 hours to get the homework quiz done.
Oh, really? It's due tonight?
Homework quiz you got until Saturday, I think.
Oh, I thought it was
Yeah,
11.
No, this is.
Yeah.
I think it's just this one, the group quiz that has to be done by tonight.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, guys.
You can start.
So Tuesday, is this time slot working for everybody? Roughly the 8:30 area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's best for me, too. So okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and stop broadcasting. I think we're complete, right?
Yep, we are.
Okay, I'm gonna stop broadcasting. I will post this in a minute here, and
All right.
I will talk to you guys later.
I'm gonna go cry myself to sleep. Good night.
You'll be fine. Bye.